To the leave.
Alive.
Woo.
Daddy is froze. Refresh.
Less woo.
More woo, please.
Oh.
Everyone, we've got everyone. The whole team is here. The whole gang. Hey, gang.
Yeah.
Hey, gang.
What's good?
What do y'all remember from last session?
Oh, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. We went to about 20 minutes, and only bad things happened. Pretty much.
I don't know. Juan had a pretty chill time.
Mm-hmm.
No hands.
Yeah.
Hands-free fun for Juan.
I mean, he was brooding on top of a
Safe
mountain.
for driving, hands-free.
Stupid. He was brooding on top of a mountain about, like, not having hands and, like,
Not at all.
You know,
but sure.
the metaphor for power, you know, that is, and, like, he's like, what if I just yeet myself off into the sunset?
So we had a Juan on a hill.
Juan flew over the cuckoo's nest, and
Juan walked over the cuckoo's nest, technically.
Oh shit, you're right. Man, why wasn't that the name of the episode?
Because there was no cuckoo.
No. I mean the name of the one where we were like, oh, is this going to be like Juan for all or like all for one or whatever? It should have been Juan flew over the cuckoo's nest. I forgot the cuckoo was relevant to this. That's so good.
There also can't be Juan flew over the cuckoo's nest because still no interaction of Juan and the cuckoo.
It doesn't matter. It's clever.
It's not clever if it's not relevant.
It's relevant. There was Juan and then there was a cuckoo.
It's wordplay. I think it's fine.
Wordplay. No. Saying relevant is not the same as wordplay. Wordplay is great. Relevant.
The reason we found out
wordplay is always relevant.
The reason we found out that we found out that the reason that Juan was still alive was because at some point he interacted with the cuckoo and we killed that instead of killing him.
Yeah.
Correct.
So Technically, he did fly over a cuckoo's nest sometime in the past.
So retroactively, you can rename like a previous episode from like season 1.
No. That would give it away. It's a 2-season secret.
I mean, it would still be a 2-season secret because you wouldn't understand the relevance of the title, which at the time I believe is just episode 10.
Yeah, they didn't have names back then.
Nope. So while Juan walks off into the sunset, what was Margot doing?
Bargaining with Lai about not doing their job for long enough to save the girlfriend who was literally quite literally just like losing it, and there was some feedback about that. There was some arguing and yeah.
Sam, I think I'm hearing Danny through your headphones.
Oh, okay.
That's strange.
I just think that the leaking sound.
Yeah, they're a bit old, so I'll just turn it down. That should hopefully help.
Okay. So Margot ignores her girlfriend number 1 of her first girlfriend, as it were, in order to run off and save girlfriend number 2.
I wouldn't say ignore. I would say was able to ascertain that the one that was closer to her was fine, because she's some kind of immortal.
So she ignored girlfriend number 1 in order to go and save girlfriend number 2, who is not immortal.
Go off, drama. Go off.
I am not going off. I'm going on. And then took said girlfriend number 1 home through the teleportation method that she did not want to utilize.
Correct. She also did not want several other things that would have been in her best interest and the least fatal versions of scenarios. So someone who cared about her did take it upon themselves to make a decision.
Yeah.
Margot
It's not something Margot's known for doing.
Of attorney.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also did I would like to point out expressly do afterwards what the mother said to do. What Allison's mother told her to do.
Which was leave.
No, bring her home.
Yes.
And then leave. Yes. And then after that, get out of my house. Yes, but
the Finleys have her well trained.
To go home and
they sure do. Outside right now.
you get if that's how you're gonna behave, get out.
Didn't she specifically tell you to go home though?
Yes, no, she did.
Did she?
You have to go home. You have to go home. It is a full moon tonight.
She said that first, but I feel like the last thing she said was leave.
I mean, that's the second thing she said, but Margot didn't do it the first time.
Well,
25 minutes Margot has.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I
forgot this was a possibility.
You were like, I can use some of those minutes to do something and then still have time to get home. I can do that.
Yes.
That is what she said.
That is exactly what Margot said.
She has teleportation to get in one area, so she's going to try and go to the wreckage of her prep school and, God forbid, try to help someone that isn't herself or her like immediate family, and then get as far away as she can because she didn't realize it was a full moon.
She was told, actually. She was expressly told by Noelle, it is a full
moon. I'm saying she didn't know it was a full moon until Noelle told her.
Yes, and so now she does know.
Now she knows. No, I'm saying prior, she didn't start this day off knowing, like, hey, tonight's the full moon.
Yeah.
Kind of like, she's had a lot going on. Just saying.
Yeah, she has.
Not even keeping track of the moon phases. My bad.
You know, who
like
doesn't?
For that. Like,
I also struggle with the phases of the moon sometimes.
Bitch, me too. The fuck, like. I think we all struggle.
Shout out to the menstrual cycle, fucking us around as always. Meanwhile, Brooke was left under what?
I said BK.
Oh, BK was left under rubble.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Brooke was just under a building for all of this. It's fine.
It was about 27 minutes. And help was sent for her.
Help was not sent for her. Was it?
Yes.
Okay, help was sent.
Margot sent lie to.
Actually.
Yeah.
Margot said, "Hey, if you have a second,
could you?" Thanks.
It was not very urgent. It was like, hey, if you have a minute,
Brooke is fine.
She does still experience pain and also is trapped. It's okay to care for people who are resilient.
I don't.
As it turns out.
Okay, you know what? Fair and valid, and that is, I agree 100%. I'm saying on the scale of like urgency in a natural disaster, like. Also, I don't think Margot knows anything about whether or not she experiences pain, and that's not a great thing. But she's not known for thinking things through. So there's a lot of blame being directed at Margot Reyes right now. I just feel like I need to defend her.
There is a lot to be said for physical resilience in a natural disaster, but as a psychologist, I do have to point out the psychological resilience of Brooke Kaufman is not high. So
listen, bitch.
That is that I, as a psychologist, simply have to say that because I literally am doing a doctorate.
You know who else's psychological resilience isn't high?
Psychological resilience.
The person responsible for saving everyone, apparently.
I agree. I don't think anyone here.
Lai is quite literally doing a version of saving everyone. doing
a kill.
one version of saving everyone.
Which is ending their suffering.
Would you rather all of these people turn into ghosts because they've had such traumatic deaths? Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to make it peaceful. Come on.
That would be an interesting take on senior year. How about that?
Wait till you see what I have planned for next season.
Jesus Christ. You see what you did, Phoebe? You've given them ideas.
Well, I mean, there's going to be no school. School's out for summer. The hell?
It's September!
Yeah, school's out for fall, winter, spring.
And it's going to take all of summer, so school's just out.
I thought the only one hall of the school got blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Will they not simply have
no.
class
One
sizes?
half. Only one half.
I heard
do you think
an
are on the
L
premises?
instead of an F. That's my bad.
Yeah. That's why it seemed important that I correct
Just
that.
a one-letter difference, you know.
A one-letter difference makes such a difference.
Seems so.
So we have Brooke, who was under a building. Brooke was released from said building from lie and death, the embodiment of the force of death, and decided on the way home to stop off and just clean up, as it were.
Just a little refresh. It was needed after, being left under a building for an extended amount of time. Her body was pretty crushed up, burned, broken bones. She was very scorched. She just
burned.
She'd had a day before the building fell on her, to be fair.
Yeah, she did. So she just, she needed a little refresh. She'll start over.
Sometimes you just need to turn it off and turn it on again.
Literally, Brooke said, I'm going to respawn. At this point, I should probably just respawn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you imagine if she had a spawn point?
It's so helpful that she doesn't. I think it's good for her that she doesn't.
I hate it here.
Imagine how Brooke feels.
Imagine how everyone feels.
No. You hate it here. Imagine how Brooke feels. Meanwhile, Lie.
I had a time and a half. Lie sitting peacefully in their office. Here's the building collapse, and suddenly crisis mode. People are dying, need to die so much, so many pings of souls which needed reaping, and a mysterious lack of communication from the big guy, Death itself. Everyone panicking. Oh no. Trying to simply do their job, having a little mini crisis in there, trying to keep doing their job, found their dad unconscious. But Death is never unconscious. Death just popped right out and said, "Hey, you ready?" And I said, I guess. Then got the embodiment of death in their head. Awkward. That was a time and that, so awkward. That's something going on.
Now time sharing the mouth.
Yeah. Yes. That is an important note. And yeah.
In order to help facilitate everyone's avoidance of everything.
What else is new?
Death don't have time to dilly-dally.
Mm-hmm.
Unless.
And yeah. So that's what Lie's dealing with. Helped Brooke out, said, hey, talk to Maltha. That's significant. Talk to Maltha. Mm-hmm. They had a little conversation in which Lie was kind of like, hey, what the fuck? And Maltha was like, I don't know. Find out. So they're maybe going to have a meeting at some point. And then Lie helped with the stuff with Margot and Allison. And then did, in fact, go and find Brooke and was like, hey, when you're ready, just let me know. And
yeah, that was what Lie was up to. A lot of stuff happened. They're not going to process any of it, though, at any point.
Never, actually. Never. Continue repression.
I'd like to roll for repression, please.
That's a good point. I don't have any dice over here. I'll get them while I run the intro.
I roll conceal, don't feel.
That will be at a -3
Darn.
to act under pressure.
Oh, I'm good at that, actually. It's all good.
That's okay. Let's go to the intro and then yeah, let's do that.
We're sorry, the number you have reached is not in service. Please check the number or try your call again. This is a recording.
Oh, okay. Nothing.
We're back. And I am gonna say, because I really should, and I'm gonna say, trigger warnings for the episode: self-harm, abuse, toxicity. Very likely, given Margot doesn't give a shit about what's going on with her body, and that could be classed as a form of self-harm. But also, you know, Brooke did decide to go and just refresh, respawn. And every single one of these players, not players, the characters are very toxic. So, in their behaviors. So,
Yeah.
Trigger warning on that fun thing. Hey,
It's in the it's in the doobly doo.
it's in it is in the doobly doo. But I also wanted to doobly say it. Don't look at me like that. Okay, apparently you needed to just not look at all, because you could only look at me like that, right? That's where we're at today. Who are we going to start with?
Not it. We ended with me.
We did. We're not starting with you. We were never starting with you.
Good.
Yeah. Good. We will start with Brooke, however.
Yay.
Brooke, you refresh. You respawn. How does Brooke feel after whatever it is that she does?
Physically great, mentally not great.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't think so. How does she do this?
It was not pleasant and probably hurt.
Jesus.
She was in a forest and did not have a lot of means available to her, but
Yeah.
you really can't go home when you look like that. So, you know.
She did what she had to do.
Okay.
Could you please roll to keep your cool?
Sure. Yep, I will. Oh, I'll try my new little deck here. See what I get. Ooh, ooh. Keep your cool as cold, so that's a 7.
A 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she can avoid her family seeing any of, because I mean, yes, she has been through a whole lot and she has managed to essentially get rid of the wounds. However, her uniform would have been half burned and covered in dust, and there are now no corresponding wounds to all of that. So I presume she's trying to hide that. Does she try to hide that? Basically, what I'm saying is she can try to hide that. The consequence of it is that her family are going to think that she like skipped school for the day because she's dodged like the entire process, the entire thing.
Well, I don't think that she's necessarily trying to like hide it. I think she would probably try to play it off as like she just got really lucky kind of thing, but like she was there and saw what happened, and like her skirt caught fire, but she like put it out, like kind of thing. It's not believable. Your skin burns very quickly. It should be red and things like that, and it's not. But I also don't. I feel like her family would be so worried, and how the fuck else would her clothes be like burnt to shit? So I think she's just gonna try to like bluff her way kind of out of that one and be like, oh my gosh, I got so lucky. My hair got burned. I literally was on fire, but haha, you know how I'm always so cold. So I was fine.
I'm always so cold. Finally, I feel warm.
You know, you have like chilly hands and stuff.
Yeah.
Brooke's probably one of those girls who's like always like, I need a blanket. I say that. I'm that way. I always need a blanket.
I was about to say, I feel attacked again.
Yeah.
And I don't want an
no,
ice
she's one of those people.
Me sitting over here like a blanket. Fine. I am the blanket. You don't. That's what I'm saying. I'm
like, gosh, I wish it wasn't summer so I could have my little blanket on my lap.
See,
even in summer, I have my little blanket on my lap.
Iron deficient motherfuckers.
Wow. Yes, it's true. That was it. That was the end of the sentence.
Was there something else?
No, there was nothing else.
Sometimes you say the sentence and that's all there is to say.
That's it.
Was there a lie in there somewhere other than Morgan?
No. So you get home, you get fussed over by everyone. Booger does his leap on Brooke in a, oh, it doesn't occur to me that you might be hurt, kid way. Which is fine because Brooke is technically not hurt.
Yeah, she's not hurt.
Nope.
But I mean, Booger's hitting on 8 years old now, so like bigger crash.
There's a little bit of heft when he kind of thumps himself into her, but you know.
And
I think Brooke is trying to play it off like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. I have no idea what was going on. I panicked so much. I got out as like quickly as I could. It was pandemonium. I had to walk here. I'm so tired. Brooke, and here's the thing, Brooke is healthy physically now. She is still covered in soot and probably some blood. Yeah. So she does still look like she's been through something.
Right.
We need to take you to the hospital. Get you checked over.
I feel fine. I just like really need to shower. I can feel the smoke like up my nose. I just and I also need a fucking haircut. and she like feels how half of her hair is probably like charred off, you know, probably shorter than mine, and the other half is still a little bit longer, and she's just like, I just need to
we need to take you to the hospital. How did your hair get that burned?
well, the school collapsed. I was in science and the Bunsen burner, but it's fine. I'm literally fine. I mean, my feet hurt because I walked home.
Do you ever like don't know how grown-ups?
Up till now, Brooke's parents have been very gullible and willing to believe all her bullshit, but this
That's
might be
true.
a different situation.
But also, this is a very specific, like, I am seeing a whole lot of hair gone and clothing that doesn't make sense to anything. But they say, okay, but we're going to see the doctor later at least. We need to see a doctor.
Okay, just after I shower, because there were people who are probably a lot worse off than me who like need medical attention first, you know?
Yeah. You're
So
right. Always
I'll be
thinking
okay.
of others.
Yeah. Totally. I'm gonna go shower, okay?
Okay. And so Brooke heads upstairs, I presume, to take a shower. Is that what Brooke does?
Brooke really does shower. She does. She showers, she throws her clothes in the garbage, and I think probably while her hair is still wet, she like tries to chop some of it off. Just a quick little home mirror haircut.
Mm-hmm. As she does, she starts the process, and then there is a voice in just sitting in a corner, not on the floor, just like on a chair, that says, "Do you want some help with that?"
She whips around. What the huh?
It's Maltha.
Of course it is.
Jeez, what the fuck are you doing in my literal bedroom? I'm in a fucking towel, you creep.
I wanted to check that you were okay.
Okay. You probably know I am, but yes, I can't see the back of my head. Don't fuck it up.
I would never fuck it up.
I don't know. She like holds up the scissors and
she gets to work, and like over the course of however long they are talking now, she turns it into like this really cute bob.
thanks, Maltha. I'm imagining like very, very Alice Cullen in like New Moon when it gets that it's like it's shorter than it is in Twilight.
It's
but
giving
it's not
Alice
as
Cullen.
short as like Breaking Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Brooke is now giving Alice Cullen.
It's giving Alice Cullen. Yeah.
For those that's relevant to.
Yeah, I'll put it in. I'll put a link in the thing for you, Shawnee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, get us a good image, Danny.
Where are you putting a link?
I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna tell you where I put it when I get it. Like, oh yeah, no, I got it. It's perfect. This is like marketing image. This is great.
My poor soul.
The source of my. I'm just gonna put it in the chat. The thingy. There you go.
Which chat? No,
This one.
This one where I can never.
What's
Sorry.
this app? The Ninja?
Ninja.
There you go. There's
That was
my
the
girl.
longest link I've ever seen in my life.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. That was the longest link I've ever seen in my life. I'm just being dramatic.
Hyperbole.
Yeah, probably that one. I don't know. It might be even shorter.
Yeah.
Is
it shorter in Eclipse?
Eclipse? Yes, it is. She has like
She like slowly it gets shorter and shorter with each movie until Breaking Dawn, when she has like a very short pixie cut. Tell me why I only Googled Eclipse. I only Googled Eclipse and was like, why isn't this Twilight? I only Googled the word Eclipse.
Wow.
And I was like, what? There's things other than Twilight that exist.
No. But you're probably thinking of like mid-movie, like it's kind of
It
like
would be more like that.
a little bit more.
It would be more pixie, very short.
Yeah, it's more pixie than not, but it's not like full.
Wait, I got it. I got the one. I found it.
Sorry, this is really thrilling streaming, everyone. Sorry.
Just put it in the Twitch stream at least, so people can.
Fine. Okay, fine. Okay, hang on.
Anyway,
God, her hair, Alice's hair is rough, is what I'll say.
I think it's cute.
They are a little bit dirty in Eclipse, I think.
I'm not looking at that one. I've seen enough hair today.
They do everybody a little bit dirty in Eclipse, to be fair.
That's yeah.
Anyway, not being Twilight, she gets a haircut.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Because I don't understand hair. And so she basically says,
I just think of all the things which have happened, Brooke is viscerally upset at having her haircut. Like, she's really upset about it. Brooke has like notably been obsessed and fixated on her own long hair for the entire game, and is always playing with it, flipping with it, flipping it, pulling it over her shoulder. Like, she is a long hair girly. She's always like playing with it. So the loss of her hair is very upsetting to her. And she whenever the haircut is done and she's like looking in the mirror and is like, this is it. This is the hair. This is the haircut. This is it. It doesn't matter that it's a good haircut or that it's well done. Mm-hmm. It is not long hair, and she is upset and she cries about it a little bit.
No. This is the last straw. This one right here.
There's been a lot of straws, but she's not, in her mind. Yeah. She's Brooke. She's still hot. In her mind, she's not even pretty anymore. Oh, that's too much.
Her hair rejected her.
So she's having a little bit of a cry on that one.
Should we get some extensions? Do you want to get some extensions?
I want to go to McDonald's.
Hey, you're not in this scene. Get out.
That's what it sounded like. I'm sorry. I'm muted.
That is what Mouth is doing, but
Brooke trying to blink away the tears. Yes, I want to get fucking extensions.
Okay, we'll get you extensions. A lot happened in there.
I am aware a lot of it happened to me.
Did you want to talk about it?
I had to restrain myself from going, you want to talk about it? I don't know if Brooke would do that or not.
Oh, wow. Well, you decide.
I feel like maybe she would. Are you sure?
I'm gonna roll a die, odds or evens, for that one, because I sometimes don't know what Brooke would do, and I do have to let the dice decide. Odds is she does it.
Roll act.
Yeah, that's a 5. Yeah. So yes, Maltha says you want to talk about it, and Brooke goes, you want to talk about it? And I don't want to fucking talk about it. You made half of it happen.
Yeah, I did.
Any particular reason that you would like to share?
Seemed important.
Which part?
For
important
you.
What? For
Seemed important.
whom?
Oh, you've been fixated on the dog for a long time, and I just wanted to clear your head a little bit.
I did quite literally the opposite, so thank you for that one.
Do you see who she is now?
If nothing else, I no longer have any shred of hope that she might one day pick me over anyone else. So I guess that's helpful. Heaven forbid I have dreams.
Did you want that?
Yeah. Thought I did, if nothing else. But that doesn't really matter. So, you know, it's doing great. My parents know you're here?
No. Do you want them to?
Did you like climb in through the window?
Do I look like I climb in through windows?
No.
Then why ask the question?
I don't know. How the fuck did... Okay. You don't climb through windows.
Do you have any questions about anything you heard?
I mean, I think it's weird that you're my great etc. Grandma. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Mom or dad's side? Because really, you just look like me.
Mom.
Mom.
Okay. It's the more reliable.
Okay. So why do I matter, but not her?
Because you were the one who made the most sense. Over time, it doesn't matter how much you try to, what's the word? Breed a line, I suppose. You're going to go a little bit further away from what is genetically useful. So then you have to bring it back. And course correct. It's been long enough that I could end up full circle.
Gotcha.
And that's why we look alike.
You were just waiting for the family resemblance to come back.
It's a good resemblance.
Yeah, be better with long hair, but you know.
I already told you we're gonna get you some extensions.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. We both look better with long hair. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, just rub it in.
No. Your hair will grow back. You just have to give it time.
Thank fuck. Okay.
So, why stay here?
Like it in my parents' house?
In town? City? Country?
This is where my family is. I'm poor and can't leave. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons.
So
Fewer now, though.
If you didn't have to worry about the poor and can't leave, you would leave?
Not for a while. Probably stick around while Booger grows up.
Why?
My parents would ruin him. Ruined me. I'll make sure I don't do it to the kid. Though they like him a lot more than they like me, so he's probably fine.
You like him?
He smells weird.
You like your family? Is it?
I guess a little bit. I want them to hear me say that.
They won't. So, what? Stay here till they die, and then.
Well, not till they die. That'd be fucking suspicious for me. I'm not gonna fucking age. But you know, till it becomes suspicious that I haven't aged, and then I don't know, convince them that I'm moving to have some great and exotic and successful life off in Europe or something, and have to move, and then you know, I like talk to them on the phone or whatever, but they never see me again to ask about
For now. So why not just leave home?
I'm going to.
But
Just
why are
not
you
yet,
waiting? Just do it now.
because I don't want to. I'll get to it, not like I'm in a rush.
You're not, I guess. But I don't understand why this is what you want.
Okay. You don't have to.
Huh.
I still don't understand why you're in my bedroom.
I had to check you were okay.
You know I was, so.
No, you are physically. Weren't you doing anything stupid?
Okay. How do you define stupid?
Going and getting yourself killed, I guess.
Took care of it myself, so.
I don't mean that kind of killed. I mean,
Yeah. Me dying is a problem for you. Dying. I said a problem for you.
it is sort of a tether situation.
You're tethered to me?
Not in the you died, then I immediately die. No, that's not it. But more, it's like your armor.
Interesting. And that's why you got your little bitch boy to gaslight me into turning into a ghoul. That makes sense. Good plan.
Thanks. I'm sure you would have come up with it too.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's useful.
For me too.
Exactly. Now you understand, and now you know. What do you plan to do with that information?
Well, I don't want to show up to work anymore. But you can still pay me for it. Least you can do.
Not in this town. You want to get paid for it, you gotta leave.
All right. I'll get to it.
It's too messy.
Okay.
You don't have to work. And you don't have to go home. And in fact, you can't go home. You can't stay here. We gotta find somewhere else for you.
All right, you giving me an ultimatum?
Where in the world would you like to go? Where in the world would you like to be? You could be anywhere or doing anything. I know that you have hunger.
Hmm. Yeah. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time thinking about life outside of Illinois. So
There is a whole world and there are several planes. Why limit yourself?
Wow. I don't know, give me some pamphlets about these planes.
Depends on what you want. It is my goal to make sure that you are happy.
Nice of you.
If you want me to kill the psychic and give you the dog, that's fine. You can have a dog. I don't see why you would want one, but if you really want one, but it sounds like the choice is important to you, so that doesn't make any sense to me. But if you want, you can have.
I'm good. Little embarrassing that even my fucking grandma thinks I'm that desperate. I don't know. Get me into Pratt.
Into
Make
what?
sure I don't fail out. Pratt, the art school in New York.
Okay, that's an easy one.
Make sure I don't fail out. Give me a nice apartment.
Did you want someone waiting in that apartment? She's taking notes. She's just setting it up. Like she's got a Palm Pilot out and she is typing.
Oh my god, it is. It's a fucking little BlackBerry Palm Pilot thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love she's just fully like
making arrangements.
Yep.
No. I never want to see anyone from this shit town again, so
okay.
Make sure none of them got into Pratt, I guess.
Done. There are a couple of students who nope.
Acceptance letter rescinded.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we learned of this, and this infraction. Did you break these laws? We cannot have you in our school. And there are some people who simply disappear.
Brooke goes to a science school. Why are all these kids going to art college?
Only 3. 2 of them have their offers rescinded. Well, I mean, they go to science school because they're required to go to science school. What they do after that is, like, parents are like, yeah, you're doing this. After that, do what you want. But also science school, you can become a chef, you could become a painter. Like the amount of different art mediums that use science as a base is really important. So yeah, there's 2 people are now rescinded. One is on a kill list somewhere.
Good Lord.
And did you mean that you never want to see anyone from the school in New York, or just
New York is fine. Don't kill the whole school. I don't know. Jeez.
I'm not killing the whole school. Just
half of it.
well, that was just for fun.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Gave my dad something to think about.
Sure. Yeah, fuck your parents, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that after I've been alive for 3 millennia, I'm still as crusty and bitter as you.
Your parents won't live that long. They don't have enough time to piss you off through time to that degree.
Fair enough.
Besides which, your parents aren't literally the ones who killed you, are they? So.
No, that was you. Thank you for the reminder.
You almost killed them.
Huh?
You almost killed him. I could bring him back if you want. Juan,
Who?
I mean.
She thinks about that one. I think you can do it for me.
You want me to do it for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any particular method or?
Just make sure he knows it's from me.
Okay.
Taking it like a food order.
Do you want fries with that?
I get that, like, it's not cool for me to be around my family or whatever, but, don't, like, hurt them. I would like it if they could also just, like, live happy lives.
Why would I want to hurt them?
I don't know. Pretty boring, but...
Yeah, they're boring. I can't imagine a method of killing them that would be fun.
That's good. Don't. Maybe
Yeah,
can we, like,
but also
set up a trust fund for Cody? Like, I don't really know how this works.
trust fund. Yep, we can do that.
Oh, okay, shit. Like a good one.
Please. Anything else?
I don't know. Can I ask for more stuff later?
Of course you can. The likelihood is that you'll just be able to do it for yourself, really.
Okay.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. Cool.
When I started out, there is a lot of work involved. Doesn't make sense for you to have to do that work again.
Thanks.
Well, Grandma provides.
Yeah. Guess so.
It is important to me that you are happy, and it is important to me that you are safe.
Well, you'll make sure of that, won't you?
Yes, I will. Do you need therapy?
Probably.
Mm.
At some point. Gonna be hard to explain a lot of this, though.
I mean, you can explain everything that you want to, and when you feel good and everything is fine, then we just kill them, and it's sorted, isn't it?
Oh.
I mean, unless you want to keep them around, then we don't, and we do something else.
I don't know. They don't have monster therapists?
Oh, yes.
All
But
right,
I'm talking about therapy for you.
Still gonna.
And so,
Okay.
everyone seems to be having a moment.
Oh, I'm fucking losing it over here. It's fine.
Okay, so just to recap, Pratt Art School apartment in New York. How many bedrooms?
2.
2. Yeah. Reasonable, and I presume a studio. Upstairs, downstairs, same floor.
Oh, I'm going for creative writing, so I won't need a studio.
Writing room? No.
No. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Personal library? No. Yes.
No. Be okay without a personal library. Thank you, though.
Okay.
I'll just go to the normal one.
It's nice to maintain some normality, I suppose.
Yeah.
Never see anyone from the school again, so definitely not at the art school. That's going to be dealt with in the next few weeks. Kill Juan. Make sure it's from you. A trust fund for Cody. Don't kill your parents, and therapy.
Yeah.
May or may not kill the therapist. Option there.
Leading towards no. That could add to the trauma, but we'll see.
The longer you're alive, the less things like that are going to matter.
Well, that's a relief.
Yeah.
Can you get me like a sexy language tutor? I feel like eventually I'm gonna have to move out of the States, and I don't speak any other languages.
So you would like to speak the language of love, then?
I already speak that one. I just mean, like German or something.
Sexy German language teacher. Okay.
Not specifically German. Use your judgment on which one is sexiest, and I'll take that language.
What if I could get you a polyglot?
Polyglot.
Perfect. That's keeping you separate.
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever have a character just so dedicated to making sure you're happy?
No.
Not in real life or fiction, thanks.
I mean, I feel like the word's placated.
Yeah.
rather than happy. But
Yeah,
sure.
happy is not the thing, but it's
more like
It's
settled,
more than
isn't it?
Brooks
It's
had.
it's like kept quiet, isn't it? Like
Hey,
squared away.
I mean, look,
it's
Don't give Brooke
drink
ideas.
the Kool-Aid. It's your favorite flavor.
Correct.
Yes.
I appreciate that this is a kind of build your own gilded cage, but
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The power of a gilded cage. But she doesn't want to fly away.
Brooks always loved gilded cages. This is great.
Happy is what
True.
happens when all
And
your
this is
dreams come
the
true,
gildedest.
isn't it?
Yes, Galinda.
Yeah, we just went over this. Oh my god, with the AU, we just went over this.
So, one sexy polyglot. For you. Okay. Do you have a preference on gender or?
Whoever is sexiest. Give me 2.
Okay. Two sexy polyglots. Do you want those polyglots to be poly?
I want you to get the fuck out of my bedroom so I can get dressed.
She closes her eyes. All I'm trying to do is make sure that you are well cared for. But yes, I am going to leave because I have other things to do today.
All right. Like, kill Juan.
Oh, you want that to be done today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already gave him a stab wound, might as well just finish it while it's fresh.
Okay. Okay. And I assume you'd like to know when it's done.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move it higher on my list then.
Maybe if he cries like a little bitch or something, you just let me know.
Cries like a little bitch. Did you want him to, or? She's still not looking. She's like, did you want him to, or?
I haven't particularly meditated on, how I would. Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not?
Why indeed?
Probably make it more fun for you, I guess, right?
Oh, actually, that makes it tedious, but sure.
Oh.
Anything for you.
All right.
People Brooklyn
Your
into those
definition of
wishes.
fun must be weird.
Hmm?
Your definition of fun must be weird.
People crying is grating. When you hear it enough, it gets annoying.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I prefer to skip that.
All right.
Pleading. Ugh. I don't have time for it,
Got it.
Don't complain while I'm trying to kill you. It's just a waste of everyone's time and energy. Like, spend the energy dying,
Yeah, the lack of courtesy that people give before you kill them. I mean, it's...
What was it like killing Skylar?
He certainly had a lack of courtesy, so... What else is new?
Did you enjoy it?
No. I mostly was disappointed, I think.
Why disappointed?
I don't know, you fuck up your whole life for a guy. Least he could do is not call you a dyke, you know?
You expected him to be polite while he was dying?
I think you said that before I killed him. I don't know.
Oh, I see. Would you take it back?
No. The world doesn't really need him in it.
No. It doesn't. Well, I have a tidy list of things to do this evening. So, if there's nothing more, I will... extensions. Same as before or longer?
Same as before is fine.
Okay.
Longer feels like cheating.
Okay. It will come through the school so that your parents don't question it.
The school will pay for my extensions?
Yeah, they'll give you a gift as compensation.
Okay.
That'll be part of the gift.
It's nice of them. Good old Daybreak prep, what can it do?
Apparently stay standing.
Yeah. I think they'd have more structural integrity in a building like that, but you know, all it takes is a little dimensional fuckery and down it goes.
We'll build it back better. More fitting of needs.
Okay.
Well, I will see you soon.
There's one more thing I want.
Yes.
When you leave, I want you to go out the window.
Atta girl. And she stands, flicks her hair, says, bye, and goes to the window, climbs out, stands on the sill, and walks off. How does Brooke feel after that experience?
Brooke is very much aware that she is being asked what flavor she wants her Kool-Aid. Brooke knows this because she's been asked that enough times and has fallen for it enough times.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke has never been a girl who has wanted things for herself. She's always, kind of wanted the things that she was allowed to have. And the thing that she has wanted, is like a person. And then what does the person let her have? And what scraps can Brooke get? So the possibility of being offered anything is like, I don't fucking know. So she was just kind of saying stuff. But I don't know. I think she's just kind of like, okay, fucking whatever. We'll see what happens.
I do love that Brooke just saying stuff has resulted in at least 2 people dying.
Well, one of them was intentional. The other one, it's not like Maltha was like, oh, okay, we'll have to kill this one. She did not have a way of knowing that. But oopsies.
No.
That's it's unfortunate, isn't it?
Brooke's not ready to kill people, so Maltha's not going to push the fact that that is how it is going to be.
Mm-hmm. No, she's smarter than that, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So Brooke is just waiting to see what happens, what eventuates from that.
Well, I think generally, yes. The thing that she's going to do now is like finish getting dressed and then go back downstairs. To try to be like, look, see, I'm fine. Everything's okay. I've cut my hair, gonna try to just hopefully get back to as close to normal as possible.
Her mum had taken out scissors to help with the cutting of their hair. And then is like, oh, you managed to do that yourself?
Who knew? Hidden skill.
Wow. I was going to offer to help.
Well, I couldn't totally see the back. Can you make sure it looks okay? I tried to do like the double mirror thing, but
yeah, of course. And so she sits it down and like pretends to cut some hair. When it's like, oh no, this looks good. I don't want to touch it. So she's like, oh no, just a couple of tidy ups here and there. Wow, you did a very good job.
Thank you. Wow. I mean, I think that's hidden skill. Hidden skill. But thank you for fixing it up in the back.
Yeah. We really think you should see a doctor.
I really think I'm fine. I don't know. Can we even afford a doctor right now? I'm really okay.
We just want to make sure that you're safe and that you're healthy and that you're okay. I know we focus on Booger, but it's important.
I'm great, Mom. Look. And she shows her arm. She'll pull up the sleeves of her shirt or whatever. If it'll make you feel better, we can, but they're not gonna find anything.
Okay. Well, we'll monitor for a few days and then we can see after that. Smoke inhalation, maybe it's just a bit of time,
Yeah.
What happened?
I have no idea. Like I said, I was literally just in class and then everything went to shit. I mean,
did everyone get out?
I don't think so. Literally, like, part of the school, like, collapsed. And I mean, it was later in the day. I think some people probably had gone home and stuff, but like...
Is Margot okay?
I think so. I saw her leaving with Finley.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they're all right.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to like call her parents or something to make sure. I don't really know, but
Yeah, we'll give them a call.
but I don't think there's really going to be any more school.
Even if they tried, no, we're not letting you go to school, even if.
I mean, yeah, not like back to Daybreak. I guess you know, the whole point was that like it's prep for college. So I don't know, maybe I could get in somewhere like a late start or something, or I don't know, just like wait and start next year. I don't really know, but
Is that what you want?
I mean, I don't know, Mom. What the fuck do you do after your school blows up with you inside of it?
You know, we don't have to decide these things now.
Yeah.
It was just because you've obviously been thinking about it, so.
Not for very long. So
Your father and I have been putting money away, so we do have funds to send you somewhere if you want to go.
okay. I'm just like a little tired, so I think I'm gonna go just like watch a movie or something.
Of course.
Have
you eaten?
Let me know if I can help with dinner.
Yeah. Whatever you want, whatever you can do.
Okay.
Whatever you need.
Cool. I'm gonna
Okay.
see what Booger's watching.
What year is it? It's SpongeBob. He's watching SpongeBob.
Brooke will like Brooke will flop down on the couch next to him and do the classic like 2000s TV show Big Sister thing where she like snatches the remote out of his hand and like hits him with a pillow and is like, it's my turn, one, you know. Big sibling shenanigans. I don't know if big siblings do, but that.
And he says something like, I don't care if your school blew up. It's my turn.
Well, we better put on something better than fucking SpongeBob or I'm going to blow up your school next.
I'm going to tell Mom.
Go ahead. Tell Mom. She feels bad for me because I was in my school when it blew up.
Mom! It's running off.
She will like try to play fighting, smother him with the pillow.
Yeah. It goes very no.
Roll for play fight.
Roll for play fight. No,
and then
don't roll for play fight. Nothing.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, shut up. Let's finish watching. What year is it? Toy Story. I don't even know.
I mean,
is this too early?
Toy Story.
Too late? Toy Story 2.
It's been
Okay.
there's been a Toy Story like every annoying period of time since I don't even remember.
SpongeBob is a really good guess because it's approximately 30 years old now. So
Yeah.
Jesus, SpongeBob is
it's
older than I
been
thought
on
it was.
forever.
Yeah,
Like,
SpongeBob is old.
Okay, Brooke is gonna say, like, let's finish watching Toy Story 2. We have to return it to Blockbuster tomorrow.
Okay. And so they do. Hang on a second.
MotW and Al's Toy Barn or something. I don't know.
Trying to hang on. I love Googling Toy Story 2, and the people also ask, why is Bo Peep not in Toy Story 2?
why are y'all Googling Toy Story 2 when I'm right here?
I
Told you
think
which Toy Story movie was relevant.
Because I'm the storyteller and I'm
Really?
trying to link it.
Fucking told you. Okay.
Isn't Bo Peep with... They, at one point in one of the movies, they explain Bo Peep's absence.
They do.
They
They do
do,
explain
but as
They
in,
don't wanna look it up.
people are
too,
like,
though.
but why didn't they just make it so that she was there
Oh.
instead?
The funny thing is, being in the early aughts means that we are between Toy Story movies, but Toy Story 2 would be the one that you could get from Blockbuster at this time.
Okay.
What happens at the end of Toy Story 2 then, please?
They get off the plane from when Jessie and Bullseye are being sold to a collector or whatever, and then they go home.
Jessie ends up with all the other kids. She has a home, or it goes back to Andy's room. She has a home now, right? Like,
Yes,
Andy ends up with all
Jessie
of
gets
this.
a home. This is a very funny aside. Okay, I'm gonna derail us, but it's relevant to Toy Story 2. So
it's not even relevant to this game. It's relevant to Toy Story 2 specifically.
It's relevant to Toy Story 2, and this is wildly embarrassing, but this is a story that I'm going to share because it's so fucking funny. So I get really emotional over Toy Story 2 because of the scene where Jessie's old owner, like, fucking abandons her in a box on the side of the road, and it's like that really song about when she loved me. And you know that Brooke is fucking sobbing on the couch during this.
I was
Brooke
gonna
is
say.
sobbing because she's like, damn, too soon. However,
I was gonna say
I made a
that's
mistake.
that's what I was actually trying to find. That's because I thought it was that one. And I was like, is it this?
Me, Phoebe, I also get really emotional about that scene, just in general, because why would I project my abandonment issues onto my character? And there was this one day that this was before my partner and I lived together. I was over at their house, just sitting on the couch, and I started thinking about that scene. And just unbidden to my partner out of nowhere, I began full body sobbing, just heaving, sobbing, crying, bawling my eyes out of very genuinely nowhere. And of course, my partner was very concerned, was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, you know how in Toy Story 2, she just abandoned her. Like, just trying to, like, through my wails, explain I was sobbing because of a scene in Toy Story 2 that I didn't see. I just thought of hard enough that I made myself absolutely break down into, like, the ugliest tears.
You're in good company, love. Who among us has not done exactly this?
That was it. I thought so hard that I hurt myself, essentially.
That's a cry song. That's
and it was,
I feel alone.
Yeah.
It's time to sing and cry in the shower.
That's just my life in general. Like, if you see me crying at random, it's usually because I've heard a note that sounds like a note that sounds like them going, and somebody love you. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was enough. If I thought about it hard enough right now, I would start crying. Like, that just...
I'm trying not to. Frankly.
I'm actively trying not to think right now.
Brutal, bro.
That song is a hardcore, let's think about something else now.
Yeah, and there have absolutely been times when I've thought about that song in front of my partner and been like, whew, keep it together, we're fine. But for some reason that day, inconsolable, full body, like, I was gone.
So welcome to the prime stream of 2022. We all think about that song a little too much.
I'm glad this is not a unique to me experience.
No, I just thought about when you're the best of friends for Fox and the Hound. And
no,
and-
come back.
I have not seen the Fox and the Hound.
No.
It might
Good.
fuck me up too.
There's a montage in the middle of it, which
fuck.
fucks me up every single time. Literally, think about movie all the time. Have not seen movie in years because know it too well. It's like when you're the best friends, having so much fun together.
Don't do
Not
it.
even
Don't do it. There's no
such
need.
a funny
Danny, please.
We're the best of friends. And then the old lady does a monologue. The old lady whose only friend was this little fox she adopted as a baby. This is Danny's Disney Corner. Hi, y'all. It's me, Danny. Here for the show within a show where I tell you about Disney stuff that fucked me up. This little old lady with her little glasses and her little Model T Ford adopts this little baby fox. Todd names him. Oh, you're such a little toddler. I'm going to name you Todd. Like, bottle feeds him, raises him, and then her bitch ass neighbor Amos, who has this like baby hound dog, that is like teaching him to like grow up and like be a person who hunts foxes because he hunts in the time. So the animals get older and they've become friends, and this is the point in the movie where she has to get rid of the fox in order to keep him safe. So she drives him in her little Model T Ford out into the woods, and it's just like she's doing this monologue while the sad song is playing, and she's just like, "We met, it seems, such a long time ago."
Okay, no. Okay, you got to stop now.
You
gotta
came
stop.
to me
I'm saying you got to
needing me,
stop because
so-
if you get to that frame, I will cry.
Yeah, so basically the old lady is basically the fox is scared, but the old lady leaves and she's fucking heartbroken also. And it's just the little old lady who lives by herself.
Can I ask a logistical question? Is how does she think that a fox raised in captivity, essentially domesticated, will exist in the wild and be fine?
She lives in the woods. So the fox from childhood or whatever has had like access to other. He's actually really not. He's not great at it. But that's something that happens later. The whole point is that he will be shot and killed if he stays on the property with her.
Sure.
So, so she's like, I want to give him at least a chance. And he's met this other fox that he seems to like. Like he's seen her around, I believe.
A buddy fox to help.
Yeah. So she's like, okay, I'm going to, and hopefully he will get it together. Also, because it's a cartoon, he has an owl guardian. She's the one that's singing the song. He has an owl guardian that is sort of watching out for him. She used to live on the fence.
I'm getting to the frame by myself. No, let's go back.
Used to live on the, and then okay, everybody think about the little caterpillar, because the little caterpillar's really cute. He's really cute. He's really cute. The little caterpillar's real cute.
Oh no! I
don't know about the caterpillar. That makes me think of Heimlich from the Ant movie.
Oh, that's better. I love him. He's great.
He's very funny.
Hang on, I'm putting the
Bug's Life. That's what it
Bug's
is.
Life.
I'm putting the caterpillar in.
And Ants came out so close together that
that was on purpose. I'm putting it
one
also
movie
in the Twitch chat so that that Shauna can see it. But he's a little cutie.
Okay.
I would like for on another time when we're not streaming for Danny to explain to me the lore behind why Ants and A Bug's Life came out almost simultaneously, but that will be for another time.
I got you, babe. And this has been your Disney Danny Corner. Thanks.
Thank you for
thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Thanks for the Disney Danny
joyful.
Corner.
It's not. We're all crying.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Daddy makes you cry.
Sorry.
I mean, what? It's Saturday, I guess.
Yeah, that's just Saturdays, baby.
Just Saturdays. Saturdays. Now that I've been mentally and physically compromised and derailed.
The caterpillar's name is Squeaks, if anyone cares.
Oh, cute.
His name is Squeaks.
And
he's fine. He becomes a beautiful butterfly, just like Heimlich.
He does. I know.
He does triumph over adversity. I want to just put that out there. It's fine.
Yeah.
Happiness. Silver lining. Danny's like, please. What have I done? Everything's okay.
He's not. But
someone fix it. Someone fix something.
Song's still playing in my head, but you know.
Not only is the song playing, but like I have like just frames on repeat.
Do we need to go to break so we can all cry and then come back after we felt our feelings?
Yeah, let's take a break and then like kill one or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Need some catharsis. Let's
That'll
kill
lift our
Juan.
spirits.
Kill one.
That'll lift our spirits.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna go to break and
I'm
we
gonna
will
put the
return
song in the chat
when I'm
for,
done.
for everyone
No,
else.
you're not. You will
For
not.
the
Why?
people.
Tiny,
For
Annie,
the
if you
to
put it there,
YouTube.
I might listen to it.
And
Don't.
then cry.
I'm telling you what it is now, so you don't listen to it or watch
Alright.
it. Definitely
Break
don't
you.
watch it.
You.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god! If
delete
I
it.
wa-
You put it
bro,
in
if
there
I
and delete
watched it, it would all be over right now.
It will
Fucking-
all
you
be
will never come
over.
back to it.
Fucking block it. Don't come back to it. Look. It's a
No, I
spoiler.
will just delete the I'm just gonna delete it. I can delete.
You're gonna get modded.
What?
You get modded for making people cry.
You can't just put something there and be like, hey, don't watch this.
This is censorship.
Yes, it is. Welcome. What, you thought this was a democracy?
Time
I've
out.
ever
You have
thought
to get
that.
the time
I think
out.
How dare you?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're in timeout. We're going to break.
You've been put in timeout.
We're going to break.
Oh my god. Thank you.
We're back, and I am the only sad one.
Says who? Since when?
Since y'all can eat nuggets, and I cannot remember what they taste like.
You can't miss what you don't remember.
I can feel FOMO.
I don't have chicken nuggets either, actually. So
not right now. Give it time.
no.
Let's see. Raphael. Last time we saw Raphael, they were headed over to capture a cuckoo.
Yeah.
I think they just arrived at Finley Estate.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like Margot teleported away, and then a brief time
later,
Rafe pulled up.
Mm-hmm. Could you please tell me what this cuckoo trap looks like?
It looks like a small flower vase.
A small what, sorry?
Flower vase.
A small what?
Flower vase.
What is a flower vase?
Like a vase? Like a vase? A vase?
A vase. Oh, just a vase. Like I was like, what else do you use vases for? Other than flowers. As soon as you said flower, I was like, the white stuff?
Candles?
Like, what the hell?
If you're makeup brushes, utensils,
loose change.
I assumed flowers. So the second you put flower in front of it, I was confused. I didn't know what that word is anymore.
In this one, an old piece of film.
To me, it ceases to be a vase the second you do not put flowers in it.
What is it?
A vase is more about the shape.
A jar?
Yeah.
A jar has a lid.
No, a jar is a different thing.
A jar is a different thing.
Jar has lid.
Sure. But what I'm saying is the way that I describe them. The second it could be anything. You can name it whatever you want, but it's no longer a vase because it doesn't hold flowers. That's just what my brain says is a vase is. That's not necessarily the definition of a vase. So you said flower, and I got lost.
mean, as soon as you mentioned, it was weird that I described it that way, and I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I didn't just say it was a vase. It was just like
every vase.
Essentially, the whole one of the goals was because the prototype was real obvious, but one of the goals was to make it so that you could just put it in practically any room, and it wouldn't draw attention to itself. It'd be very nondescript. So
okay. So you haven't tested it on Finley. You have tested it on Jay.
Yes.
So
is it like they know that the theory is sound, that you can sort of kind of specify it to a certain extent.
Yes.
But it's also knows that the more specific you can be, the better. And they just don't know enough about this particular cuckoo you can only get so specific with it. So, but really, so long as it it didn't hold Jay for any length of time, but the fact that it did anything at all is kind of the main
That-
point. Like that, at that
That
point,
in
you're like,
itself
oh,
is a success. Yeah.
that's, we've worked. That's the one kind of thing.
You were trying
So
to trap
probably,
a Lycan, you trapped a Lycan.
yeah,
You did not trap Jay.
and it didn't affect Rafe. So Rafe just walked out fine,
Yes.
and then Jay bumped into something solid, and had to sort of concentrate to get out. So it's probably like that's probably been strengthened as well. But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of things that you can't, they just don't have that information, so he couldn't put it in. But between the testing with Jay and Rena's observations, it's gotten to a probably as good as it's going to get place.
So roll use magic? No. What's it called?
I think it's use magic.
Let's use magic, right?
Yeah. I assume, well, it's what he's been rolling to sort of set it up.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if that was what it was
Yeah.
called.
Well, it's technically doing big magic, but big magic is just multiple rolls.
Yes,
of use
it's just
magic.
been a lot of use magic to ascertain.
Or use magic with a lot of like extra stuff tacked on. That's a 9. No, sorry, 7.
Okay.
That's a 2, not a 4.
Choose your effect.
From the use magic, or I mean, I guess it's just a souped up version of bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature.
Okay. Jay arrives roughly the same time that you do. Bearing in mind, it is 25 minutes to moon up.
Yeah, for everybody, not just me.
For everybody, for every Lycan, it is 25 minutes to moon up. Jay turns up, looks at this flower vase, looks at Raphael and says, "That's it."
I don't want to ask him to take his headphones out, but probably should ask him to take his headphones out.
Their headphones. Do you ask them to take their headphones out?
I mean, I don't particularly want to do this show, but I think I need to know it's you before I answer that question.
They nod. Sort of glance warily at the sky in terms of time, and sit down, take out the headphones, and very clearly pain, very clearly bleeding. It is more difficult than it was the last time for them to put the headphones back in, but they do.
If it seems like there's a way Rafe can help, they will, but
Rafe, if Rafe takes a step forward, they would put out a hand and tell Rafe to step back, essentially. It takes them a couple of minutes to recover from that. I'm going to get you into the house and then I will leave.
Okay. To answer your question, yes, and I think I got it to as good as we can get it with what we know.
Okay. Good. That was weird. Jay knocks on the door. One of the staff opens it, and Jay says, "Spare room." And they ask, "Do you want to talk to the rest of the family first?" And the question is directed both at Jay and at Rafe.
I mean, don't want to interrupt if they're doing something important.
They're not really. It's not about importance. It's more Miss Finley is. They're with Miss Finley.
How are they doing?
We don't know. They just... one moment, please. But shows Jay to the room, regardless. Jay looks at Rafe and says, "Self-explanatory to set up."
Yep.
Okay, I'll set it up. And then I'll leave, because some moons I can avoid it, other moons I can't. So I don't think this moon is gonna... I don't think I can... Too much has been happening to you know.
You don't need to justify to Misha. You do. You're the one who's gonna know best.
So Jay takes it and leaves. In fact, before they go, they do say, "Try to get as much of the household in the room at some point as you can."
We'll see what I can do.
Okay. And then off they go. The maid returns and says, "Mrs. Finley says come upstairs."
Rafe nods and follows.
So you're led up to Alison's room. There are sort of there's one room that Rafe would have been in before. She has two rooms. She has one room that Rafe would have been in, which is basically a lounge, like a small lounge, and adjoining to that is a bedroom. She doesn't really keep that door closed, so Rafe would have seen she has like a 4-poster bed and like strung up fairy lights and otherwise like teen femme room, really. She's in bed. She's awake? Question mark. She looks like she's awake. And her parents are in the lounge room. The door is open. Parents are in the lounge room. And they're mostly sitting. In quiet, hushed talking, but then just like that sort of, I'm going to talk if I have to talk. I'm not going to talk if I don't have something that specifically needs to be said. But they do look up when Rafe comes in. Silas stands, smiles. Silas has met Rafe before. Silas would have seen Rafe before. Noelle wouldn't have. Noelle wouldn't know Rafe.
They've at least been in the same room together.
Yes, but beyond that meeting.
Yeah.
So there's recognition, but there's not like this space being known to Raphael isn't news to Silas. It would be news to Noelle. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Silas would come over and say, "Thanks for coming."
How's everyone doing?
We're all alive.
I guess that good.
Does Rafe know what happened to Allison?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean,
no, Rafe would have absolutely
definitely has no details, but knew something had gone down.
No.
There's no way for him to know.
Jay mentioned that something.
Jay said something happened, but not anything about, oh yeah, school exploded.
No, absolutely.
There's no information
no details
of that.
It's just like, but like
they were
knows
kidnapped
that
by the labyrinth.
Something had happened to Allison and Margot.
Yes. Knows that they were involved in something.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I'm speaking for the audience over here. I'm just confused. I was just confused. I was like, wait a minute. Like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I guess turns to Noelle and says, I don't think we will introduce Raphael Sato.
You're muted. You are muted. I don't know. I
said I don't need words. Is it me?
Do you wish for it to be you?
I don't know why Noelle would have summoned him there. I am happy to pick her up if you would like to set the vibe a little bit.
It was more Silas.
Okay.
Saying she knows him.
Right. Yeah.
So basically all that's happening is they are getting introduced for the first time.
Noel Finley. The actual Noel Finley. You weren't at school, were you? As well? Were you all right?
Oh, I don't go to Daybreak. What happened?
That's fortunate. Hard to say. And Noelle's gonna like sort of shake her head and like after shaking his hand, like go to like sit back down on the couch and like look back towards the bedroom. Like she's sort of far away, I guess you could say, is the part of it. Like she hasn't detached from the conversation entirely, but she is sort of like she's not gonna say what happened. Least of all, not because she doesn't really know. She just says that's fortunate and turns around.
Silas says, best we can tell, there was some kind of explosion at the school, and the kids were involved.
I suppose that's not why you're here.
Jay told me to come round.
We have more problems than we did the last time we interacted with you, Raphael.
Somewhat impressive, I guess, but not unexpected.
She does not laugh.
Situation is, situation being what it is.
No, I was going to say this to both Silas and Raphael, though she's still looking into the room where her daughter is. She's going to say, if you do plan to go and speak with her, try to avoid language that insinuates time. I can only imagine that that will not be helpful in her current state of things. Try and be present. It's the only courteous way to speak to her right now, I would say.
Rafe just nods.
Silas nods and gestures.
Yeah, okay. Heads in.
Oh,
To leave the door open or closed?
No, I don't close it.
like it would matter.
It's more the appearance of the thing than the thing.
Right.
Allison does just stare at Raphael and wait for him to speak.
So this is your room, Shah.
Yes.
I like what you've done with it.
Thank you.
Now, it looked like you've been to one hell of a fader, though. Not a particularly good one, though.
She takes a moment to process that. I guess so. Why are you here?
Someone told me that my friend had been through some stuff. Where else would I be?
Takes another long moment. Anywhere but here.
Are there like a chair or something?
Yeah. I mean, or he could just sit on the bed. I thought any of that is fine.
I think he pulls a chair over. Sits down. Well, that might be, but then I'd have to start making good and considered choices, and I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Maybe you were ready. Will be. Maybe.
That is the hope.
Why are you here?
Jay asked me to come around.
Why?
He just said to come around.
I, Chantel, know that that is a lie. Jay didn't just ask you to come round. Jay said to bring the...
Oh, okay. That's me misremembering, not...
Well, I mean, to bring the cage also.
No, yeah, I was misremembering. I thought he was just like... No, he did actually specify. And it's like... We've been working on some things. He wanted to know where I was at with my end of it.
What things?
I don't know if I should go into too much detail, but hopefully help us at least some of the issues we all currently facing. Take off some of the burden. Assuming it works.
I don't feel burdened.
I'm glad to hear that. How do you feel?
Nothing.
Well, that's glad to hear that.
Why?
Because I know what that's like.
How?
Because I used to be like that.
Why?
Well, felt like the correct way to be. Well, no. It felt like the only way to be.
So you're going to choose it?
Oh, no. Other way around. I'm going to not choose it. Choose to be not that. I have been shown what the other options are, and they are better.
I see. You don't know this feeling. Because you can choose.
Knowing that I can choose was a different point. So there is what? We're talking about 3 different states of being.
No.
Not feeling anything, but knowing there is another option, and then having chosen the other option.
No.
But I agree that likely my experience is not the same as yours.
No. You're muted and talking.
Oh, I said in the other room, you would definitely see out of the corner of your eye Noelle just barely not stopping this conversation from happening. Because she's very protective of her child right now. And she's like, there are so many words. They are pontificating on states of being. This is making it worse. Like,
Well, does she do anything?
she is silently consulting with Silas, I would say.
Silas would be watching and kind of deferring. Silas not being well, I mean, Silas not being a mother or B a psychic mother.
He's a father though. He's
He is, but he's not in the same position of knowing what effect that this could have.
very softly. Noelle will say, Raphael. And nothing further. She's just gonna give him a look. Like,
As I said, like this is sort of at the corner, so like Raphael acknowledges it, but maintains focus on Allison, but does sort of
yeah.
he shifts from the chair to he's like sitting on the ground next to the bed. So he's like head height is more the same with Allison, and like is now like sitting on.
I mean,
the
he would have
next-
been head height before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a tall bed.
It's a tall bed.
I mean, it's either tall bed or short chair, or I don't know. Same. Would have been closer to eye line than being on the floor. If he leans forward, he'd be closer to her head height than if he were to sit on the floor when he'd be below her head height.
I really don't want to comment on this, but
I mean, for a start, my own bed is very, very low. You would be better off sitting on the floor if you were going to meet eye line with my bed. My bed is, by design, close to the ground.
Platform bed.
The
Yeah,
previous bed that I had was not.
you're just imagining a very tall bed, and now the proportions of my mind are just.
Bed. It's a 4-poster bed. It can
Yeah,
be.
but how big is the mattress? It's like a thick boy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
it's
matter.
just how high the beds have different elevations. Like they could just be built higher off the ground so you can have more storage underneath, or not.
like if there was a bed.
If we're going, okay,
if I'm sitting in a chair talking to someone in a bed, and that person is at like at our like eye level, is at the same height, you like need a step ladder to get into that bed.
Yeah, that's true.
How tall do y'all think chairs are?
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking, because like I am closer to eye level with my bed. Even my bed is a low platform bed. Right now, I'm closer to eye level than if I sat on the floor.
Taller than you.
No, but I mean, sure. Okay, so you sit on the floor. Allison looks down at you.
Just barely, though. If he's far enough
I was
away.
sitting on the floor, and I'm thinking just like the beds in this house currently, most of them, I would be
okay. So
at least like eye level with.
Rather than continuing this discussion,
Sam has tall privilege.
I was like, I don't know if I want to get into this, so I know where that's going, but
I'm not going into it. Rafe sits on the floor and looks at Allison. Allison looks at Raphael. It really doesn't matter.
That was probably the most absurd diversion we've ever had.
No, it's not. But you know what? Here we are.
Go on.
All that aside, what do you want right here and now?
Why do you want to know?
Because if I can help, I can offer my help. And if I can't, I can't. But then I know.
You can't help.
Then I know.
Does that upset you?
No.
Okay. Why are you here?
Seemed like the place to be.
Why are you here?
Because I'm not somewhere else.
Why are you here?
Because someone important to me is having a bad day. And if I can do anything to assist with alleviating that, even if it is just to make the offer, even if it is just to sit quietly, even if it is just to give them space.
What do you want?
I want to help the people that I care about. I want to be the kind of person that does that.
So you're not the kind of person who does that.
At some point, I think that if it is the action that you take, if that is the thing that you do, at some point, surely it becomes the thing that you are. At least that is my hope.
I rolled for her to keep her cool. She did not. Okay, hang on. You're wrong.
In what way, Shah?
I am not visions.
I guess that
Unless
depends on the way
I
you look
am
at it.
visions. And that's why I can't have visions.
Well, I guess, is vision something you do, or is vision something that is done to you?
Right now, neither.
Well, luckily for you, well, no, luckily for me, you having, getting, or being visions was never something that I thought of was a thing that made you as uniquely incredible as you are.
I'm glad I have your opinion.
For what little is worth. You certainly have that.
I don't want it.
Then I'm sorry. What is it that you want?
I don't know. I did know. Will know. Did know. Will know. Will know. I don't know.
I guess that's okay.
For what little it's worth.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Because it was where I wanted to go.
Well, now you're here.
Yes, I am.
Why are you here?
Because the few things that I can provide, however you define that, require my presence.
I don't need you.
Never said you did.
Your presence isn't required here by me.
That's okay.
Why are you here? You're dead. You're muted.
I thought I heard you say, no, you're dead. I was just like,
I also thought that Allison was saying to Rafe, "Why are you here? You're dead."
Oh.
That was
Yeah.
what I heard, and I was like, "Is this some time?
That's
Like,
what
has
I
she
was-
had
I
a
have
vision of
heard
Rafe dying?"
I
and
have
think
heard
that-
you're dead. I'm glad I'm not the only one that heard that.
I was thinking how to respond to that particular statement. So if that's not what actually was said, I should.
No.
Muted.
Only when
and-
I said muted, only at that point did I hear did I wasn't paying attention.
No, you said muted, and then but we all heard you're dead.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But that's not what you were trying to say. You were muted.
No,
I'm looking for that. You had started talking at the
I
camera.
know, but I just needed to express that because it's
Oh.
thrown me off. I don't remember what. Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna say that I think at that point, Noelle is probably going to like get up from her seat and sort of like walk to the door and say, Rafe, I think it might be best if you let Allison get some rest.
Well, apparently I'm about to be somewhere else.
It's been a long day.
Before Raphael does leave, Allison says, I'm not your savior.
Rafe, having stood up at that point, sort of leans back down and just quiet and just says, "Of course not, Shah. You're my friend."
Don't look to me for answers or solutions or decisions or help.
Wasn't asking for any of those things.
Good.
Because if you need me for any of those things, you just give me a call. Or don't. Either way.
Okay.
Probably best listen to your mother and get some sleep.
I'm not tired.
Rest is not only sleep, Allison.
No.
Raphael, if you would join us after. she's going
He
to
had-
usher him out of
Yeah.
the room.
No, he doesn't. He heads out. He doesn't.
No, I know he's not going to belabor the moment, but she's going to like it's the momly like I have you gently by the elbow, whether you want to be leaving or not. It is time
Being
to
shown
leave.
out.
Yeah.
It is time to leave the room. I think she waits until they get out into the hall before she says, we think she's in shock. We don't know from what or from when, but Margot brought her here just before you arrived, and she hasn't been able to tell us anything else. So
I mean, given what she has been through and what she is up against, gestures vaguely.
we have
Pick
no
a
idea.
cause from the bucket.
We have no idea what happened to her before she got here today. In fact, we haven't seen her since last night, so we were kind of hoping that perhaps you knew something more than we do.
I saw her this morning. I was meeting Ren.
Hmm.
Understand you're familiar.
Yes.
And I told Allison that I would tell her how the meeting went. And I guess she was keen to know because she walked up to me as soon as it was over. But then we went our separate ways. She to class. I was heading home.
You left Daybreak after your conversation with Serena this morning.
Well, after conversation with Allison about the conversation with Serena. But yeah.
All right. She's obviously not at her best at the moment. I would not take anything she may have said to you personally. I can't say whether she means it or not, but I wouldn't take it personally.
She didn't say anything hurtful.
If you have other friends at the school, you would do well to check on them once you're done with the project you and Jay are working on downstairs.
I'm fairly certain Jay's gone home to, given how the night is going to be.
Unfortunate timing.
Mm. But it might be useful if you guided everyone downstairs. Has some kind of meeting about how the night needs to go.
The staff, you mean?
Yeah. Everyone is going to be here.
Noel's gonna look at Silas and just be like, well, we're not gonna leave. We'll sort of like gesture towards Allison. She can't be here by herself. Or towards the wall where the door where Allison is would be.
Silas nods. And
It's still important to confirm that there aren't any surprises waiting for you in your own household.
If we are able to ascertain that from whatever it is that you and Jay have brought, it will be the first time.
Wow.
She says, like, Silas, if you want to call a meeting, I can stay with Allison.
yes, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Raphael, come with me. And leads Rafe down the stairs. It has been difficult.
I can only imagine.
He calls over one of the staff members and says, there's going to be a meeting. Make sure everyone in the staff attends. Do they all need to be there at the same time?
It makes it quicker. But as long as they make an appearance, I guess.
Okay. He relays that to the staff. He relays it to a butler who then goes off and says, I will do my best to make sure everyone arrives. We're in the middle of supper. Can it wait for 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Silas walks with you to that room. Jay has set it up. Jay has left. The vase is sitting there. No flowers in it now. On a mantelpiece. It doesn't fit the Finley vibe, obviously. It really couldn't. But it is sitting there. It is waiting. Silas walks into the room. Do you need Noelle and Allison in the room also?
Rafe is like, well, I think we could work something out, but I just can you grab? I have some notes. I think I left in just outside. Can you? I think it should be fine, but I just want to double check something.
Question. Is the intent here to
He wants Silas to walk out of the room. Having now walked in.
Next question. Is the machine on?
I assumed I was thinking Jay had gone to set it up and
Set it up and turned it on, you mean?
Yeah.
Like not just set it up, turn it on. Okay. Silas walks to the boundary of the room. It's almost as though he sees it. And once he has seen it, he then like looks back at Rafe and says, "There aren't notes that you need, are there? You're checking whether or not I can leave the room."
Yes.
Okay. And he walks out, then walks back in.
They don't need to be here. If there are any concerns, we can do the same thing. Closer. Just move it. But I didn't think you're going to want the household staff to go to Allison's room.
No, I don't think that is helpful. She's not a cuckoo. And neither is Noel.
They weren't the ones I was wary about. But at the same time, in the situation we're in, better to be safe than sorry.
I would know. But
I don't doubt
I
that.
understand. I will speak with Noel. Perhaps after the staff. I could just carry her down here.
It's not difficult just to move it.
I don't know if she would want it in her space.
Doesn't need to be dead, just wherever is best. So you don't have to move her too far.
She's not heavy. Just carry her.
It's not about, well, I wasn't concerned about you.
And so in waiting for their supper to be prepared, and while that is happening, we are going to take a quick break because when we come back, there are going to be some mechanical changes or mechanical things happening. So that is going to be a thing. But first, break. Be back.